All right, guys. I thought I would do a Facebook Live. I said not done one for a little while. I've been pretty crazy week, so I am live now. Okay, What do? Why? What did I call it? Why new trainers go out of business? Okay, so why do new trainers go out of business? So what happens is this is the cycle of a new trainer. Trainers go to the new trainers. Hey, Andrea, how are you doing? New trainers will go and find a gym. They'll go to the gym, they'll choose the gym. Once they choose the gym, they'll sign the forms. You have generally around about 3 months to make an impact, get some clients, and then build your business. If you don't, you generally end up having to take a part-time job. You need the money, you haven't got enough time to put into your business, and then you leave the industry. That is kind of what happens. So I'm just going to try and get a bit of better lighting. So that's generally what happens to people when they start a gym. They usually start in the fitness industry. That is usually the life cycle. 3 to 6 months, potentially a year, and most people end up leaving. Which is, sorry, I'm moving again, which is pretty sad, really. So what are you doing wrong? Why is it that you start your business, but you actually end up, hey Hannah, how are you? Why is it we actually start, as new PTs, start the business, but then end up quitting? It's because they're not making enough money. Why don't you make enough money? Because generally you're probably not talking to enough people, making enough connections, or actually helping enough people. Now, depending who you listen to, depending on what your training course told you, is they will say, don't give free sessions away, or give free sessions away. They'll tell you, make sure you spend, work certain hours, fill your diary up at certain points. What you need to do when you first start out as a trainer is don't just watch all the established trainers, because what happens, the established trainers are there and they'll come and go, do the client, and then leave because they don't need more clients. I used to go in, start, say 5:30, 6 o'clock, do my first client. By the time I left, I would have done 5 or 6 clients, leave, and then come back for my evening shift. I didn't need to hang around. I didn't need to hang around and talk to clients, talk to new members, talk to reception, sales. All these people are people that you need to get to know. So first thing is, all the trainers that used to come to the gym, where I used to work, is they'll come and they'll just come for a few hours, sit around, maybe train, and not actually talk to people. You need to talk to people. People need to know, like, and trust you to hand you the money. So if you're in a gym, I used to go to the gym. My first gym, I was literally there 6 in the morning till 10 at night. I'd eat my meals there, I'd train, I'd maybe, go and do some stuff on a treadmill. I'd talk to the staff, I'd help out sales as much as possible, I'd help out reception as much as possible, I'd help out the fitness team as much as possible. You need to help as many people as you can, whether they're potentially your clients. Your sales team is a prime example. Speak to your sales team, find out one of them that trains, maybe give them a free month of training. If you are training them and you're giving them a free month of training, you can show them what you're about. If you're a new trainer, they don't know whether to trust you themselves. Their reputation's on the line as well. If they push new members to you, and you don't do a good job, then it's on them. So you want to train reception, you want to train the sales staff. These are some basic, really easy, simple things you can do. If you have imagine this is scenario, a new member comes in. Earlier that day though, you trained the reception staff and you also trained the sales team. So the person comes in and the receptionist is only going to have good things to say about you. The sales team might be a little bit sore. They go to sit down, oh, my legs are so sore. They start talking about the training they just did with the awesome personal trainer that's just started. Matt over there, oh yeah, my legs are a bit sore. You're going to be front of mind. When that person there says, a new client potentially, or a new member is saying, oh, I'm looking for maybe a personal trainer, who are you going to think about? The person I've just done an awesome session with, or someone else? It all matters. All these building relationships matter, and it's all comes down to spending time at the gym. And that's the one thing that most new trainers don't do, and that's one of the big reasons why they fail. You just got to be there. You've got to be there. You've got to wait for that person to come into the gym and ask for a personal trainer or ask for some advice. Most personal trainers who are established won't spend too much time in the gym. New trainers need to be there. You look at someone who's not doing something right, you're there to go help them. You're not trying to create sales, you're just trying to help them. You've got free time. You've got as much free time. If you've got no clients, you've got so much free time that you might as well use it. If someone comes in and even if they say, you know what, I can't afford you, I don't really, I don't want to pay for any of your services, just help them out anyway. What are you going to do? Like, if you just walk away, you're not going to create a relationship with them. They might not have money, but their friends might, or the mum and dad might, or the auntie, or someone else in the actual group or the social group may have the money to come and PT. And when they ask, are they going to recommend just a random trainer when one of their friends join the gym, or are you going to recommend that person who has spent time, even though they made it obvious that they weren't going to spend any money with you? They're more likely to basically tell them that you are the trainer to go to. So this is one of the reasons that I find, and I believe like wholeheartedly, and I tell this to everyone when they start off PT in any gym I've worked at, is you have to live there. You have to spend your life there. Or the hours you spend there, you have to be on the floor talking to people, making sure that you're making connections. Find out people's, how many kids they've got. Find out, what they do on the weekends, what their likes, dislikes are. Find out the jobs, what industry they're in. Take a genuine interest. It might not be now, it might be later down the line. These are the people that are really going to help you and really going to, they're going to be the people that are going to be like your billboards. They're the people that are going to, recommend you. They're the people that are going to spend time with you. And, you might share your posts. The least you can do, if you're giving someone some free advice, they could write you a review on Facebook, Google Business. They could write you, they could just, follow your Facebook page, Instagram, get them involved, just build a community. And that's the biggest thing, building a community. And that, like I said, goes down to the sales team, reception, cleaners, all these people that work in the gym. You want to be best mates with, because they're the ones that are going to help you, and they're the ones that are going to help you long term. Some of my best friends were at the gym because I saw them more than I saw anyone else. And I know they had my back, and I know, if your receptionist needs to nip out and do something, I used to say, yeah, I'll put my hand up and cover. You didn't always want me to because, I'm not really a receptionist, but didn't answer the phones right. But I was there to help. And the more you help them, the more they'll help you. And the same goes to the members in the gym. That's pretty much it, guys. I haven't really got anything else to mention. Andrea, you're still on. Have you got any questions, anything that I can answer for you? Because it'd be great to, maybe give you something, give you some feedback, or, give you a tip or something that I can help you with. Just drop a comment below if there is. So just, make sure you're always there. If you're going to be doing something part-time, if you've got 4 hours, say, you can only do 3 times a week for 4 hours, those 4 hours, you've got to make sure you're speaking to enough people. If you don't work in a gym, so if you don't work in a gym, it's obviously a lot harder. You haven't got all those people coming in, but you've still got a community. So you've still got a community around you. So, like, my partner always says, I know everyone, or everyone knows me. And, maybe it's because it's a bit funny looking, I've got an English accent, or I'm usually walking with 2 big dogs around. But, people know me because I make connections with them, I talk to them. So every shop you go into, if you live in that area, go into every shop, have a chat with them, buy something. It doesn't have to be something big. Talk to them about talk to them about them. Ask them how their business is. What are they doing? Is it a good month? What's been good for them, what's been bad for them, and then start coming in towards letting them know what you do. The more you can find out about people, the better. Community groups, do something free in the community. Like I said, even if it's free, it doesn't matter. It's still, if you spend 1 hour a week doing something free, but that ends up bringing in 20 people and you might get free clients off it, well, it's going to be worth it. Long term, it's worth it. you know. Go into, you know, if you're go to schools, offer to do free talks at schools, offer to do free talks at businesses, hairdressers, beauty, reception, you know, meal services, supplement shops, chemists. All these are people that you want to go in and you want to be known by them. They want to know you. You need them to know. You need them to know you. So these are the things that are great, Andrew. I hope that helped. Cafes. If you have a top, like I've got my branded top on, I will go and occasionally I'll go and just do work at the cafe. I know the cafe staff, a few of them are members. You know, I'll sit there, do my work for an hour. People will see and they'll just recognize the brand. You know, people at that cafe, once they know what you do, they will end up, you know, recommending you as well. If, you know, everyone always talks about stuff to different people. You know, salons are probably one of the big ones. Go and train a load of hairdressers, because guaranteed they're going to talk about it, because people talk to them about everything they're doing and the struggles, and I'm really finding it hard to lose weight. Did you know, there's a great personal trainer that comes in here. He's awesome. He took all the staff one day for a free workout, and it's really helped, you know. He was really good, you know. So these are just little things. Like I said, if you're not busy, give your services away for free. Show your worth. It might not be instant. It might not be like, you know, you're getting instant leads from like Facebook or something along those lines. But it's something that you can do for free, that you're just spending your time on, and it will come back to you. Because, you know, if you always remember nice people and you always go back. People like to be loyal. I like to be loyal. I go back. Sometimes I feel like if I go to a different sushi shop, I'm cheating on that sushi shop. There's a couple I go to, and one of them I went to and not been over that way for a little while. First thing they said, I've not seen you in a while. And I was like, yeah, you know, sorry, I've kind of not been over this way. But that's what you want. You want people to be recognizing you, seeing you around, and just knowing who you are. All right, I've gone on enough, took enough of your time up. I hope that helps. If you've got any questions, please let me know. Drop comments below, and I will try and get to them during the week. And we'll try and do some more lives over the next week as well. All right, cheers, guys. Thanks.